Have you ever felt weighed down by your past, caught up in replaying old mistakes and painful moments in your mind? Do you find yourself stuck, unable to move forward and embrace the joy of today? What if I told you that the secret to a lighter, happier life lies in how you choose to face your past, not in trying to change what has already happened? Stay with us to discover a timeless Buddhist story that reveals a life-changing lesson: letting go, living the present, and finding true contentment. Let's dive into the story now. In a land where time seemed to flow more slowly, nestled between mountains and fields, there was a picturesque village. The peace and serenity of this place were a stark contrast to the turmoil raging in the heart of a young boy who called it home. This boy, with bright eyes and a hopeful spirit, had a burden few could understand. The shadows of grudges, mistakes, and painful memories from the past clung to him, refusing to let go. Whether it was a harsh word spoken in haste or an unintentional slight, he would dwell on it, replaying the scene in his mind like a broken record. This weight pressed heavily on his shoulders, making every day a challenge. Relationships became strained as he struggled to connect, and tasks that once brought him joy now seemed insurmountable. His life was overshadowed by a constant cloud of anxiety and restlessness. One breezy afternoon, a childhood friend, noticing the boy's distress, approached him with a suggestion. He had heard of a wise Zen master, a beacon of enlightenment, who resided in a peaceful Buddhist monastery not far from their village. This master was known for guiding many souls out of darkness and into the light of understanding. Trusting in his friend's wisdom, the boy decided to embark on a journey to seek the master's guidance. With a heart full of hope and trepidation, he approached the monastery and poured out his troubles to the Zen master. As the boy bared his soul, the master remained silent, his eyes reflecting deep thought. Without saying a word, the master rose gracefully from his seat and walked toward the heart of the monastery. The boy, caught off guard by this sudden departure, stood in a state of confusion, but trust kept him grounded. After what seemed like an eternity, the boy's attention was drawn to the silhouette of the master returning. In his hands, he held a delicately crafted clay cup filled with clear water. The master's approach was purposeful, and the boy, sensing the significance of the moment, stood up to receive the wisdom that was about to be shared. With a gentle yet probing gaze, the master asked the boy a question: "Do you have any idea how much this cup of water weighs?" The boy studied the cup and replied, "Not exactly, but it seems quite light." The master, with a hint of challenge in his eyes, asked, "Now imagine holding this cup just as it is for a moment. Would it tire you out?" The boy shook his head. "No, I don't think it would." Nodding, the master pressed on, "And if you held it up for an entire hour without resting?" The boy thought and responded, "Well, my hand might start to ache." Without stopping, the master presented another scenario: "Now imagine holding the same cup in the same position from dawn till dusk. How do you think you would feel?" The boy, visualizing the scenario, answered, "I'd be in agony. My hand would throb, my muscles might cramp, and holding it for that long could even cause harm." The Zen master, leaning slightly forward, posed the crucial question: "In all this time, has the weight of the cup changed?" The boy, understanding where this was headed, replied honestly, "No, the weight has remained constant." The master gravely nodded, "Exactly. The pain and tension don't come from the cup's intrinsic weight, but from the prolonged act of holding on to it." The Zen master, with wisdom shining in his eyes, gently pointed to the boy and began to explain, "Life is full of experiences, both positive and negative. Reflecting on past events and our actions is essential because it teaches us lessons. However, dwelling on them without seeking understanding or closure can be harmful." He paused to ensure the boy grasped his words, then continued, "Imagine the past as a cup. If you keep holding on to it, especially the painful parts, it becomes a burden that causes you unnecessary suffering. By constantly reliving those memories, you give up your power and lose the beauty of the present moment. The master, with a compassionate smile, then advised, "Your past does not define you, but how you deal with it does. Strive to be the person you aspire to be, not held back by memories, but driven by the lessons they have taught you." He gently encouraged the boy, "Start now. Embrace the present with all its potential, while remembering and respecting the past. Ensure you don't repeat its pitfalls. Live fully in the present, and the future will unfold as it should." The Zen master then shared his final insights. Constantly dwelling on past days or being consumed by anxiety about what is to come only sows the seeds of anguish. Life, in its essence, unfolds in the present, and it is at this moment that true joy can be found. He looked deeply into the boy's eyes and offered a simple yet profound invitation: free yourself from your burdens. Instead of being trapped by regrets of the past or uncertainties of the future, immerse yourself in today's actions. For by embracing the present, you unlock the true essence of happiness. The boy, absorbing every word, felt a profound shift within himself. The weight of past pains and the shadows of memories that had held him captive began to dissipate. Filled with newfound clarity, he made a heartfelt decision to break free from the chains of his past and to passionately cultivate his journey of self-discovery. He no longer allowed old wounds to dictate his life. Instead, he celebrated the gift of the present, finding joy and purpose in each day. And as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the boy blossomed, living a life rich with happiness and deep satisfaction. From the story we just heard, there's a great lesson we can all take away. Life is like a long journey full of different roads and adventures. Our past is like the roads we've already traveled. Some of these roads were smooth, while others were bumpy and full of obstacles. If we keep looking back and thinking about those rough roads, we might miss the beautiful scenery right in front of us on our current path. Imagine life as a big book. If we keep rereading the same old chapters, especially the sad or difficult ones, we'll miss out on the new and exciting stories waiting for us on the next page. Memories are important, of course. They teach us things, remind us where we've been, and sometimes make us smile. But if we hold on too tightly to them, especially the not-so-happy ones, they can stop us from moving forward. Now, think about today, this moment. It's like a bright gift that's been handed to us. That's why many call today a present. It's an opportunity to enjoy the little things like the sun shining, birds singing, or a friend's laughter. Every day is a new chance to create new memories, learn something new, and enjoy all the good things around us. So, what's the big secret to having a happy and peaceful life? It's really simple if you think about it. Enjoy what's happening right now, look forward to the surprises and adventures that tomorrow might bring. Remember the past, but don't let it hold you back. Life is a journey, and the best part is enjoying every step along the way. Until next time, keep daring, keep acting, and keep thriving.